Not all of you are going to relate to this, but there is a group of you who are light barriers and who come with this energy that is enticing, that is magnetizing, that you really don't even have to say much. Just being in the room with people, they can feel you. They literally are drawn to you. You are the kind of person that is extremely resilient. You have learned to go with the beat of your own drum. You've learned that trusting you and leading and doing you is the most reassuring thing. You have probably been through some things, but the way that you get out of them, it almost looks seamless. Like people can't even tell that you've really been through it. This energy is so alluring. It's an energy that people have wanted. You have had friends, foes, random strangers, those of you who get a lot of hate, who are often misunderstood, and you happen to have people that show up in your life who want to copy you or compete with you, or they have this little obsession with you. For those of you that have had this pattern, and if you have, then you probably have dealt with this most of your life, you came here with a for real special calling. You are called to seclude yourself and really go within. If you look at any of the prophets, any of God's followers out in the world of any religion, they always had this thing of people obsessing over them and betraying them and being really fake with them. And they always had to go into solitude. They always had to be alone. And what happened when they were alone? When they were in solitude and they were alone, they received messages. They got messages. They were really connected, and they just so happened to be able to understand what's really going on in this world to the point where they were able to write it or to give the messages to other people who wrote it. That is literally what happens with all of the prophets and all of God's followers. You are one of them. I'm not talking about those of you who dealt with haters here and there. I'm talking about the ones of you who have stories and you're like, this shit gets weird. You know, like you've had to really, really protect yourself because out the blue, for what feels like no reason at all, you'll just have a group or a person that is just hating and obsessing and being weird with you, making up stuff about you. If this is you, I want you to know that you were born here with a specific galactic array of ancestral dust. There is a particular grace and there's even a confidence. You might not feel like you're confident, but there's a level of confidence that you give off to people. Like you're not even trying to give it off. You're just being yourself and you give it off to people and you actually make them want to reflect on themselves. You make them wonder what they're doing with their life. You make them, it's like it comes out as competition. It comes out as hate, but that's not really what it is. It's actually love. They actually really love you and they really appreciate you for giving them that reflection. A lot of times they just don't know it because we're here on earth, we're in a dense reality, and it's so hard for us to remember that these are things that we set up to do for people. If you relate to this, you came here as an individual that's supposed to do this. You came here as a person that is supposed to awaken the sleepy giant inside of people. And your grace, your presence, especially if you come with this pretty energy, if you are beautiful on the inside and the outside, literally, I mean that. Not if you're just beautiful on the outside, but if your beauty just so happens to match the inside of you with the outside, then you know what I'm talking about. You need to know that you come with a purpose that is supposed to shake up the world and make some of the world's biggest changes. It's time for you to step into what you are, step into what you know, because you do know. You think you don't know, and you really do know. That's why people are weird with you. That's why they've always been weird with you. You have that power. Like, you're that fucking powerful. And I just wanted to remind you.